this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. Love of the journey, love of the soul group that are most definitely helping us back into our divine unions. And so I do divine love healing. I can connect to your souls and get you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. I see everything like a film, so I give you a write-up of everything I see, a 3-card angel read, and a guided mantra. And it could be anything really, anything from seeing what your energies are up to energy cord cutting, to past lives, to really anything, because I set the intent for the healing to go for your highest good. And so whatever comes through is from your soul and your twin soul. So I'm doing specials at the moment for only £20, and you receive a write-up of everything I see. And then I'm doing bundles. So if you buy 2, you get 3. If you buy 3, you get 4, 4 for 5, 5 for 6, 6 for 7, 7 for 8, and 8 for 10. And I've just started doing energy reads as well with these really cool energy oracle decks. So if you want to intersperse a healing with an energy read, with a healing with an energy read, then you can. So you just need to let me know which one you like. As well as that, I do a crystal grid, which uses pieces of rose quartz, which is like this. You receive pieces of rose quartz, and then when you meditate with that, it basically is about grounding the energies of love and light and bring it down onto the planet. So the crystal grid, I was guided to set it up for me and my twin on the Lion's Gate. And after I did a Holy Fire Masters course, Reiki course. And so I set it up, and then shortly after I was then sort of prompted to put it out to everyone. And so these crystals are going all over the world. And so it's then all of our higher selves that are then sharing all these messages and creating this incredible kind of connections all over the place. And it's all about grounding this into our physical reality. So a few things today. So yesterday's message was about the song, The Words. And it was about, you know, that your divine counterpart has to make a choice, and they choose you. Now, interestingly, after that, it was just hilarious, because it was also about yesterday I had watched the programme Once Upon a Time, and in it, Captain Hook confesses his undying love for a lady called Swan, and he has to leave her a voice message on her phone. And so then somebody came through to me and said, you do realise that the same actor who was in the song The Words is actually Captain Hook? And I was like, no, I did not realise that, but that is very cool. And then the next thing, somebody, I think the same person came back and said, and not only that, but the songwriter, that person, Christina Perry, who the songs is by, she also has written a song for the series, I think, and written one for Captain Hook and Swan. And I was like, oh my God, this is just so insane. So it just, again, shows exactly how connected it all is. Because I'm staying at my mum's. My mum, we went to see a film last night. And the film is called A United Kingdom. And it is about Botswana. And back in 1940s, there was a black king who studied in England and fell in love with a white girl. And he married her. And he went back to Botswana, and the English, it was at the time of the apartheid in South Africa. And the government were really opposed to the marriage. So basically, they were separated. So his white wife, he went back to his tribe, and the tribe all accepted them after a while. But the English government were, you know, basically so involved that they brought him back to England and exiled him, so he was never allowed to go back to his country, while his wife remained out in Africa and had their baby. Now, it just seems so shocking that sort of thing can happen based on the colour of somebody's skin. And, you know, in my family history, my great-grandmother married way before this, back in the First World War, she married a Chinese man and went back to China and was completely ostracized by all of her family. And, you know, how ballsy would it, you know, my great-grandmother must have been to do that, because, you know, that was a big deal back in, you know, basically the First World War, to leave your country, leave your family and go off with a Chinaman. So it was quite an amazing film. And not only this, but the main character of the film was called David. Now, if you're new to these messages, then the Star of David is the divine union, divine masculine, divine feminine in the six-pointed star. In the six-pointed star. So whenever I see David, I know it's the sign of the divine counterpart, or your divine counterpart. Not only that, but the main character for the woman was called, her real name is Rosamund, so it's Rosa. And in the credits of this film were so many twin flame. Obviously, I know the names of your twin flames, and it has also my twin flame's surname as well as his first name all over it, but basically his surname as well. And obviously that film is so poignant because, again, it's a reminder of what we are supposed to be doing as a twin flame, you know, looking at the bigger picture. Is because, you know, breaking down those barriers, breaking down those frontiers, breaking down, you know, even the fact that that happened, you know, not that long ago is quite shocking, right? And apartheid was separating people, blacks and whites, on the basis of the colour of their skin, right? And so it just really brings it home exactly what you're here to do as a twin flame, to raise love and light on the planet. And it's not about, you know, yes, of course, it's about this physical, wanting to have them with you in your physical reality or whatever. But it's more about living from your heart space. So there is none of this kind of bigotry. And I mean, if you think about what's going on in the world in Chechnya with the gay people and they're wanting to burn them all, and I mean, it really does start to make you think, hang on a minute, there is such a bigger picture here. And of course your twin flame has chosen you, right? That is like, you know, there is just no question of that. We would not be getting all of these signs I opened this magazine and this is the page that I opened it on. We're two halves of a whole, and his name is David, and he's writing about his wife. He's been with her for over 50 years, but get this. He plays a character in a program, and the character is Ducky. Now, yesterday, the same Matt, who's on this channel as well, he sent me a little video of ducks winning the race. Over 20,000 ducks. I haven't watched it yet because I was out yesterday, but over 20,000 ducks winning the race. Right? In this article here, this is confirmation that they know we're two halves of a whole. They are aware on some level. Their soul is aware. There's no question. So it's about, you know, just knowing, right? Just knowing that when it's the right time for your union, it will come in. And look at this. Can you see that? Ducky. It goes a bit crazy, but that is Ducky, right? And not only that, what he writes about his wife, I'm just going to tell you because this is gorgeous as well. He says, Catherine and I are two halves of a whole. We don't have differences. We just work well together. So, and, you know, basically his name is David McCallum. So what it really makes me laugh is as well, because his initials, you know, when you have a name like that, you use the M. So it's divine masculine counterpart. Just in case you're not, whichever one's watching this. So it's almost like they've already made it up as well. They're like, right, okay, we are two halves of a whole, and if you're the divine feminine watching this, then it's your divine masculine. But if you're the divine masculine, then it's also your divine counterpart. So they've covered all bases. Again, I mean, you just can't make this shit up, right? So this is what I mean. This is why it's so amazing. I just wanted to say that what I've been seeing in the healings and the energy reads is that it's very financial, right? On the counterpart side, it's all very quite practical about wanting to, you know, get in the financially secure, wanting to be in the right practical place. And on the other side, or whichever side that's watching this video, it is maybe clear, still having a bit of stuff to let go of, because it's that sense of like, well, why, if they kind of know at some level, then why just don't they want to be with me, and then we'll sort all that stuff out, right? Which is totally understandable, because that's what you think about in your, you know, because you kind of think, no, we're going to do this together, we're going to create everything together, we're going to be together and do this and create this amazing life together. But of course there is still that element from their side that they, you know, like, if they're dreaming that this is their dream come true, their dream come true relationship, of course they want to feel that they're in the right position to be able to wine and dine you and, you know, really treat you like that dream come true. So that's what is playing out, especially what I'm seeing over the last few days. So if you have booked a healing from me or a reading, then I am doing them today. So if you haven't received it yet, you will receive it today. And remember, look, it's written here, we are two halves of a whole. They know that, but there's stuff that needs to happen. And it's not your job to worry about the hows, right? Your job is to know that it will happen at the right time for you, because you're part of a bigger thing, right? Remember, whenever you have any doubts or fears, just remember the bigger picture. The bigger picture is to live from your heart space, so that nobody has to go through what people went through back in, you know, and it's happening now, right? That sort of treatment of people is still happening all over the world, and that's what we're here to change. So if you do ever have a wobble, just remember, you know, apartheid is not that long ago. What they're doing to people all over the world, you know, because of minorities, because of hatred, basically, is happening everywhere. And so just think that that's what we're here to change, because actually all of us, we're all part of a whole. So yeah, I hope that helps. And if you want to come to me for healing or to join the crystal grid, please do, because we are all part of a whole, and we're all helping us on this. We're all helping each other on this amazing journey. And not only that, but look at the big D in red as well. I mean, it's just, you know, there's just more and more things. Oh, look, here it is. And his name is Ducky. David has played Dr. Ducky. Brilliant. All right, well, listen, I hope that helps. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.